nervous, you guys. So nervous. Oh my God. Gymnastics is something that, you know, as a child, I was always like, that would be so cool. Can you sign me up for gymnastics class? Like asking my parents, and it never happened because, well, one, it really wasn't accessible. Like, I'm sure, I grew up in Los Angeles, so I'm sure there are places and were places, but it wasn't like in my neighborhood. Two, even if it was, we probably was too broke to do it. And three, yeah, it's just not something that a lot of Black people do. And of course, that's kind of irrelevant, but I just mean like it wasn't really in my wheelhouse. It didn't seem accessible. I didn't have friends, family, cousins. No one I knew was in gymnastics. It's just something you see on TV and you're like, wow, that looks cool. I would love to do this. And so as a kid, it's something I always wanted to do, never did. As I've gotten older, as I've started changing my lifestyle, getting into fitness, and just really finding my identity in this fitness world and becoming the woman I've always wanted to be. Like, I've always felt like I was a fit girl on the inside, you know? I didn't like it on the outside, but on the inside, I felt it. I felt it in here. So in this gymnastics class, we're trying to learn how to do an aerial. You're starting with learning a cartwheel because this is how the aerial is supposed to look. Yeah, no hands. Did you see that? A cartwheel with no hands. So that's what I'm hoping to get in this session. But as you can see, I kind of have a long way to go. Here's my instructor today demonstrating it. She's the wife of Mattia, who's my normal instructor. They're both great teachers. And this class was just so much fun. That's the thing. Even when I'm doing a horrible job, I still have so much fun. And after years of trying to lose weight, trying to get fit, trying to change my life, you know, here we are today. And I'm really proud of how far I've come. And I'm even more proud of the fact that I started gymnastics. Yes. I started gymnastics and I was 30 plus starting gymnastics for the first time in my life. And I'm always getting DMs and comments from people asking for me to talk more about it. Like, wait, did you have a background in gymnastics? Did you ever used to do this? The answer is no, I didn't. And I know that that's quite rare. I started this and picked it up and was trying to do my first little cartwheel when I was in my mid 30s, all right? And I'm still here in my mid 30s trying to do my little cartwheels.
Yes, amazing. Oh, beautiful.
Now the step we're working on is to use our hands in a delayed motion. This is supposed to help get me slowly acclimated to doing this hands-free. And this was a struggle. It was such a struggle. I'm way too scared, way too fearful to remove my hand or to even delay putting them down the way my instructor does. I basically wasn't really trusting my legs to have enough power to flip my whole body over without using my arms. I kept feeling like I would fall straight onto my neck. Fly spring training is so much fun. Every time I do it, I send clips to my friends and I'm like, my name is no longer Ashley. Call me Spider-Man. Picking up gymnastics has been so empowering. I feel like it's resonated and intrigued so many of my followers because so many of us are at the age where we think it's too late to try something new, to learn something new, to challenge ourselves in this way. And there's a lot of fear about stepping in a new environment, fear about breaking a bone or two because we are older. And also some of us at this point in our lives, you know, you have family, you have other obligations where you don't really have that time. But if you have the time and if you can make the time and you're interested in something, don't let your age stop you. You are never too old to learn something new. I know so many of us get caught up with our age. I've been guilty of it myself. I spent 25 plus years of my life struggling with my weight. It wasn't until trying again and again and again to change my life, to finally lose it, telling myself this was the year, this was the year, this was the year. Like, I've been overweight since a child. Like, I remember one of the first times I was called fat was like in 3rd grade. So my size has been something that's just been wrapped up in my identity. Although I was never comfortable with it and I never fully accepted it, I also thought it was something I could never change. It really wasn't until I was 26, turning 27, that I was like, you know what? I want to give this one more go. I want to give it one more try. And I was 27 when I made this change, when that one time was actually the time that made a huge difference in my life. And No matter how many times you've tried, no matter how many times you failed, you never know when that one extra try is going to be the one that makes everything fall into place. All right, we're back home and look at these goodies. This is a recent delivery and I'm feeling blessed. I'm trying to do my hair as it's very, very obvious. Love my Gym Bites. Thank you to Gym for sponsoring this video. I can't believe they sent me so many. This will hold me over for months. For at least 2 months, really, because you take them every day. But for months! I'm so grateful. I am just so grateful. These multivitamins have a ton of minerals and prebiotics and probiotics. They aid in my sleep, and since taking them, I've actually noticed myself feeling a bit more relaxed. And honestly, I just love knowing I'm doing what's best. Look at my hair. But I love knowing I'm doing what's best for my body and my health, especially with these gymnastic classes. Are y'all seeing these classes? I know you're seeing this class. Like, gymnastics can be hard on the body. The tumbling, the flipping, it's hard and I'm struggling. But honestly, I love it and we all start from somewhere. But I actually do get a little fearful like when I'm doing gymnastics class sometimes because I get afraid of injury. I'm learning gymnastics in my 30s and I've been injured before. But this is why I do my best to stay on top of my health, take my vitamins, drink my water, hit the gym, stay limber. And my gym multivitamins are real food bites with ingredients to nourish and sustain the body. I love this. Can you see that? You can see like the seeds and the nuts and the things inside. I know they use dates and stone fruit and chickpeas and ginger, but I'm putting these vitamins to work though. I need them to protect my bones, help with this aging body. No, I could. I actually feel younger and more in shape every year that passes. And I think it's just because, you know, my weight loss and I'm getting fitter. And honestly, because I'm regularly taking my vitamins. So if you're interested in your own, make sure to go to dailygym.com/Ashleysayque and use my code Ashleysayque at checkout for a special discount off of your first month. So I'm doing a lot of gymnastics right now, clearly. And usually I was doing gymnastics, you know, once or twice a week, you know, sprinkling it in amongst my other styles of training. But I'm really seeing the benefit to like going to class 3+ times a week. I've just seen so much improvement since I've been in Spain and I've been regularly doing my gymnastic classes. This was one of the first classes I did when I first got to Spain, and we're starting with the forward roll, and I told the instructor how I always struggled with getting up out of the roll. I could never build the momentum to do the roll and then stand up. And I always thought it had to do with my breast. As you guys know, I got a breast reduction. And so I really wanted to try to get up with a forward roll after my reduction. And I'm finally doing it. It's still a struggle. I do think the reduction helped the change, but also it was just learning how to build and have the proper momentum as well as my leg placement, which I finally started to master. But speaking of my breast reduction and how it's changed gymnastics, yeah, it's definitely changed gymnastics. Even during my warm-ups when we're running around the gym, just warming up the body, I don't have to hold my chest anymore. Sometimes I still do, but I don't feel the overwhelming need to and urge to. Also, when I used to do all my gymnastic flips, the next day I would be so incredibly sore. My traps, my back, my shoulders, everything would be so sore because you're just flinging around through the air and you have heavy boobs that are being flung too. And now I still deal with soreness because we still got boobies, but it's a lot less. I love that I started gymnastics in my 30s. I hope to keep it up. I hope to see improvement before I actually get too old. But 30, 40, these are still young. And I don't understand the mindset that so many people have thinking they're old. How old you feel and how youthful you are between the ages of 30 to 40 are largely going to be based on how you live your life and how you care for your body. So being 27, and deciding to still pursue this goal, still lose weight, still believe in myself and my ability to change, it was really hard because I'm 27. I 100% was struggling not only with my age, but the fact that I was getting close to 30, with thinking that it's kind of a waste. At this point, even if I do lose the weight, I've wasted the best years of my life. Like, what's the point of getting fit now? What's the point of getting in shape now? And I'm so happy that I fought that mindset off and I pursued that goal. And I'm standing here today, like on the road to 100 pounds down, really close to my goal. And so when it came to gymnastics, it was a very similar mindset for me. It was something I've always wanted to do. I wasn't gonna let my age get in the way, just like I didn't let it get in the way with my weight loss. It was just, okay, what can I do to prepare myself? It's the same thing with everything I do. It's just, why let your age stop you? Who says that life ends at 30? If you're thinking, oh, I'm almost 30, I'm almost 35, I'm almost 40, I'm almost 50, it's too old. Do you plan on dying in the next year or two? Like, why are you thinking it's too late? Unless you plan on dying in the next few years, there is no reason for you to do anything you want in this life, to pursue any dream, to pursue any goal. Of course, depending on your age and your circumstances and your lifestyle, you might need to make different considerations, but that's still not a reason to not try, to not go for it. All of these have been so much fun to learn. It's so crazy to think about how comfortable I am tumbling, flipping, rolling when I first started gymnastics. Yeah. But it's crazy how much improvement you can see when you enjoy your training, when you are consistent with it, and when you have great coaches.
From there, push away, then hold tight. With my feet? Yep. One at a time.
This is Mattia, my coach. I've worked with a number of coaches because I've worked at the gymnastics gym for over a year now. And he's by far my favorite. The tips, the advice, everything he gives. This is why I made sure to take classes with him when I was in Spain. And it's so amazing just seeing how much I've improved. These sessions that you're watching now were towards the end of my stay. Look at me mastering these round-offs. Like, I got my round-offs in the bag, and it wasn't always like this. But the ease and comfortability that I feel flipping, tumbling, doing gymnastics in general, it's only increased, and I've gotten more confident because of my practice and because of amazing coaches that help me feel like I can fly. Even at my current size, I still have weight to lose, and I'm excited to see how more weight loss and more athleticism and strength is going to help my gymnastics take off and do even better. This was one of the last classes I was taking, trying to really get my aerial. You can see how comfortable I am now with the cartwheel, with diving, and with my speed. It's gotten so much better, but I still haven't mastered the courage to remove my hands and to do this without my hands. So there's still practice to be done. I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just want to remind you to give the video a like, subscribe, and don't let fear stop you from starting, whether it's weight loss, whether it's gymnastics, running, anything that you want to do. Like I said, unless you plan on dying sometime soon, what's stopping you? It's not too late. It's not too late.